Hi all, welcome to Geeks for Geeks. My name is Nitin Kaplas. So let's talk about today's problem. Our problem name is sum of primes. So let's read the question first. Our question said, we are given a number n. Find out if n can be expressed as a plus b or not. Where both a and b are prime numbers. If such a pair exists, we just have to return a and b. If not, just return minus 1, right? So, how we can solve this question? So, let's understand how we can. So, in the first example, our n is 8, right? Now, I just want two prime numbers which is in between 8, right? And the sum is 8, right? So, how we can solve this question? It's very simple, just two-step problem. The first is you just have the prime numbers till n. Find all prime numbers till n. That's the first task we have to do it. Now, if I have prime numbers, right? For example, I'm storing into my vector, right? Or in any array list. Now, I just want two numbers, so sum is equal to n, right? So that question is similar to some problem, right? You just have the array, you just have to calculate the pair exist or not. So second step is two sum problem, right? It's a two sum problem, right? Now let's understand how we can solve this. So the first step is very simple. We just have to calculate the all prime numbers. Now there are multiple methods to check it's prime or not, right? So in this case, what I'm doing is we are using sieve algorithm, right? Where we stored a vector, right? Inside this vector, it's a boolean vector, right? Where I just return true or false. If it's true, it means it's a prime number. If it's false, it means a non-prime number, right? So let's make a vector first. Its size is of n plus 1. So its size is n plus 1 means 9 size, right? So what I'm doing is I just make all as true, right? All as true. Now inside this, what I'm doing is I simply run a loop. Let me do the dry run as well. From 2, I hope you know the sieve algorithm, right? So I'm just doing the dry run for that case, right? Now, inside this, we just have to check, hey, if your is prime here is your boolean vector, right? Equal to true. It means that is your prime. Yeah, I is prime. So in that case, what I'm doing is I just make its multiple false, right? So here what I'm doing is I just create its multiple. It's false. It's false, right? All are false, right? So let me do the case here. Now my j is pointing to I into I. So inside this, it just run till n and j should be plus I. Now here again I am asking, hey, is prime of j equal to true? If it's true, just make it as false, right? Just make it as false. So that's a simple idea of it, right? So this is the is prime vector. So if you see here, your n is 8. It means I equal to will run, right? Inside this, I'm asking, yeah, this is prime. It means it's true, right? So this is satisfied. Now inside your loop, j is I into I. I into I means 4, right? It's just pointing to its multiple of it. So I just make, I am asking, is prime of j means 4. It's true. Yeah, it's true. Let's make it false, right? Because it's not a prime number. Again, if you see here, your inner loop will run. Now j is j plus I. Where j is 4, j plus I means 6. Now again it's pointing to this and make it as false. Again, j is j plus I, which is 8. Again, it's pointing to this and make it as false, right? Now their inner loop will finish. So what they are doing in first traversal is simple. Your I is prime, right? It's calculated with the help of, hey, it's true, yeah, it's true. So let's make it multiple as false, right? It's multiple cannot be prime, so I'm just making act as false. Right now, when my I equal to 3, right, 3 is not satisfied, 3 is not satisfied. So in this case, I know that all the prime numbers, so if I am checking from 2, all the prime numbers are there as mark as true, right? All are marked as true, else or are false. So let's make as a base case. For this case, I'm just making as false for these two. Right now, at the end of it, I'm just traversing my this S prime, right? So let me remove this. I hope you understand the sieve algorithm here, right? So now, as I said you, the first step is over. Yeah, this is prime, this is prime, this is prime, this is prime. All the prime numbers are marked as true, right? Now, the second step is two sum problem. Now, what I'm doing is, I'm simply run a loop. Here I'm run a loop from I equal to 2 less than equal to n, right? Now my main task is, I'm just asking, hey, is prime of I equal to true? If it's equal to true, we know that, yeah, it's a prime, right? And at the same case, if I'm just asking n minus I, for example, here I'm written is prime n minus I equal to true. So if you see here, if it's true, I just want that two numbers, which is A, which is here it's I, and B. B means n minus I. I just return that, else I'm not able to find it. So else just return minus 1 minus 1. So in this case, if you see here, right, we know that 2 and 6 is not my prime. So what I'm doing is, I'm starting from I equal to 2. I'm asking is prime, hey, is prime 2 equal to true? So I'm here, yeah, it's true, it means it's a prime number. Now n minus I want the sum as n, right? So 2 is satisfied, n minus I means 6. So 6 is true, no it's not, it means it's not your prime number. Now what I'm doing is, I'm going forward, I equal to 3. When I equal to 3, I am asking, is prime of I equal to true? Yeah, it is. It means that is your prime number, right? Now, I am asking n minus I. N minus I means 8 minus 3, which is 5. I am asking and checking here. Is true? Yeah, it is true. It means that 3 and 5 both are prime and both sum is equal to n, right? So what I'm doing is, I'm simply return I, which is 3 here, n minus I, which is 5 here. That's your two numbers which make your n, right? So simply return that. Else in this case, if I am not getting any values, so I'm just returning minus 1 minus 1. That's a simple idea to solve this. So let's revise this question. Just you have to make a S prime vector which represent true or false. Inside this, what I'm using is, I'm using sieve algorithm, right? I hope you know that. So this is a sieve algorithm, right? So in the sieve algorithm, just we are pointing to I equal to 2 and making, if it's prime, I am making its multiples, right? I'm just making its multiple as false because that is not a prime, right? If you see here, I'm just checking it and going into the loop and checking, hey, its multiple is true. Yeah, it is true. So let's make it false, right? So in this manner, I'm just using that, right? So after that, I'm just making a is prime as true and false. True means it's a prime, false means not. Now in the second step, my task is just to calculate two values though sum is equal to n, right? So what I'm doing is, I'm checking, hey, I equal to true means it's prime. Yeah, it is prime. Also check n minus I is prime. Yes, it is prime. It means that both are prime and both sum is equal to n. So just return that two numbers, right? Else we just return minus 1 minus 1. I hope you understand the intuition. Now let's code this. So the first step is very simple. What we have to do is just make S prime. So it's S prime and its size is n plus 1 and make it all as true, right? Now, after that, what we have to implement sieve algorithm, right? So sieve algorithm said just run from 2 till its square root, right? And inside this, you have to ask first, is prime of I equal to true? It means that is your prime. If it's your prime, your task is to make all multiple as false. So that will be I into I, right? And j should be less than equal to n, and j should be its multiple, so that we just have to write j plus equal to I. Now here I'm asking, is prime of j equal to false? Oh sorry, it's true. If it's true, make it as false. Okay, now our S prime is good to go, right? So here it's a base case 0 and 1. We just have to write it as false because it's not your prime. So 0 is your false and S prime of 1 is your false, right? Now that is good. Now our second step is just to check it's prime or not. So what I am doing is I'm just traversing from I equal to, right? And here I am asking, is prime of I equal to true? If it's and is prime of n minus I equal to true. If both are true, so it means that both are true and both sum is equal to n. So what I am doing is I am just returning n minus I and I. Else in that case what I am doing is I am simply return minus 1, right? So that's the simple implementation of it. Now why we are starting from I equal to 2? I hope you guess, because a prime number will start from I equal to 2, right? So that's why we are using here, right? And if I just tell you why we are using I into I means square root, because your number will be in the divisibility by two numbers, right? It's a multiplication of two numbers, right? So that's why we are just making it as a root, square root of it. Now let's compile and check it's working fine or not. Yeah, its compilation is good. Let's submit and check. Okay, so all the cases are passed, right? So let's talk about time complexity. So yeah, I hope you know that the complexity of sieve algorithm is this part is n log n, right? Okay, so the first iteration, the first step to solve this question, your complexity will be n log n, right? In the second task, we just check it's fine or not, it's true or not, it's prime or not. So in that case, our complexity is simple, big of n. So the overall time complexity to solve this question is big of n into log of log n, right? And big of n. So we can say that it will be big of n into log n, right? So yeah, that's the simple implementation of it, right? And in this case, we just use the s prime function as well for the space. So our space will be big of n, right? So hope you understand the solution and intuition. Thank you so much.